It started like any normal day, quiet and warm in the suburbs of Westerville, Ohio. On May 24th, 2020, Emily Noble turned 52 years old. She spent the evening with her husband, Matheau Moore, and after a modest celebration, they returned home. What happened after that remains one of the most unsettling mysteries in recent Ohio history. By the next morning, Emily had vanished. When police responded to the missing person call, their body cams captured a calm and cooperative scene. The officers arrived at Emily and Matheau's house, a quiet, well-kept residence tucked away in a suburban neighborhood. They were met by Matheau Moore, who was joined by a close friend of Emily's. Both seemed concerned. Emily's car was still in the driveway. Belongings were untouched. There were no signs of forced entry, no open windows, no broken glass. Officers methodically moved through the house, taking notes, asking questions, and documenting what they saw.
Hey, how you doing?
My wife's missing.
This her?
Yeah.
That's your wife?
No.
Oh.
It's not my wife.
Okay.
I'm her friend.
You look just like her for like a second. Oh my God, there she is. Hey,
Okay.
Matt Moore.
No,
Live
Officer
with my
Hollis.
wife,
Hello.
Hi.
Celeste. I don't know your last name.
Brown.
Okay, so what's going on?
She's uncharacteristically missing.
Okay.
I have her wallet's here. She carries a wallet. Her ID's in it. With some money. Her phone's here. Car's in the garage. And I've been up since 10, probably.
10 a.m. today?
Probably guessing about that time. A little bit later than I usually sleep. And she just hasn't been here. I sleep in this room. I get up in the middle of the night sometimes to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't go back in with her because I don't want to wake her up. So I end up in this bedroom, our second bedroom. When I got up this morning, all I did was look on my phone, find my phone, and it said she was here. So everything was fine. I just figured she was in the other room. Eventually I got up, I walked around, she wasn't here.
What made
no
you?
big deal.
What made you? You lost me a little bit. You said you got up, went to the restroom, and you went back to this room.
Yeah.
And then you looked on your phone to see if she was here.
This morning I looked down on the phone. Last night I didn't. That's
okay.
And then because my prostate, I don't know if you're that age, you pee in the middle of the night.
No.
So I get up in the middle of the night and I can pee, and instead of going back into bed with her, so I wake her up, I just fall asleep on this couch.
Did you go to sleep with her?
Prior to that, yeah.
Okay. Did you call her?
I called, she's her best friend, and I just called her like now. I mean, I've been waiting around all day for her to show up. I called her. We were supposed to be at a party today, a picnic.
What time was that?
I called them, and maybe she went there.
What time was the picnic supposed to start?
She didn't tell me. It was a Memorial Day picnic at some time. She didn't tell me when it was going to start. I was just waiting for her to tell me when we should go. I texted her twice and say we're going to the party. She didn't get back to me. So
Okay.
I called that guy and I said, "Is she there?"
What guy?
The guy that's having the party.
Okay. Is this a friend? Do you know this guy?
I don't know. It's an old friend of hers that she just connected with on Facebook somehow. And he invited her to a Memorial Day party.
Okay.
We were supposed to go to that. I texted him and he said he hadn't seen her all day.
Okay. So you got his phone number through Facebook? Is that how you got it?
She arranged it. I got on her phone and I've been looking through her. I've been trying to investigate and I looked through it and I saw that she had called some guy's number or some number, and I looked it up on Facebook and I saw his face. She had shown me the picture of him, so I knew what he looked like, and I texted her.
Okay.
She's not over there.
Okay. And when was the last time you seen her?
I came over Friday night. Spent some time together.
Here?
Yeah, I came
Okay.
over Friday night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And that was the last time you seen her talk to her?
She texted me Friday after I got home, and then I texted her yesterday to wish her a happy birthday. And that was...
Did she respond?
She responded with a happy birthday, but then let me see what she. I was just gonna. So, yeah, it was yesterday at 6:26 p.m. was the last time I heard from her.
And what did she say?
Well, I just said happy birthday, and then she just sent,
Super positive.
An emoji.
Hearts.
emojis.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
She forages. She goes for walks and she picks wild edibles. That's kind of her hobby. She goes around here. It's a real short walk. It's 15 minutes the most. A lot of the time I was like, well, maybe she's just out doing that. But
Is that something you guys do together?
yeah, sometimes.
So you would know where we could look if we needed to go that way.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's public. It's on a bike trail. I mean, I don't know why she would stop
So
there.
the big,
The bridge over there. I think
Mhm.
she
So
walks
she
on
just
the bridge.
goes on the grass side, and there's a lot of like wild plants. And actually, we walked over there when I was here Friday, so I kind of know where it's at. And that's why I came over. I was gonna go walk it and see if something happened to her.
But her not bringing her phone is very odd. She's very,
But
very
that's not normal.
She's careful. She's a very, very smart, careful person, correct? She does go for walks alone, but she's just super careful. She would never leave the house without all that stuff.
Unless she, the only I can think of is she forgot her phone and she went for a walk and something happened to her.
But you haven't seen her since 10 o'clock.
I don't want to say definitely. We were together last night. We spent the day. We came home. We slept together in our bed. I got up. I'm guessing it was early because usually I make it to like 3 before I have to get up and go to the bathroom. Last night was like, I'm saying 12:31. I got up, went to the bathroom, went into this room, fell back to sleep. Took a while to get back to sleep, and I woke up late, like 10:30, which is unusual. I usually get up around 6, and I got up and she's just not here. She's not here.
Okay, you said you guys went to celebrate her birthday?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
What did we do? We went out to, I'd have to tell you the town. There's a water spring. It's a town about an hour, 20 minutes southeast of here. I could show you on my phone. We collected some water. About halfway back, we stopped, had a picnic, collected edibles. Kind of that's our hobby. We got back in the car, came here, decided to go down to Uptown because we heard that things were opened up. We went to Cobley, we went to Baganales, and we went to Jimmy D's. Came home, went to sleep.
Okay. There's going to be another cruiser coming here. If you don't mind talking with him,
Okay.
just giving some information before you go and take off and look at the path for me. That would be very helpful to me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to talk to you inside here, okay? So 50 to 74, how far are you?
I have a gut feeling right here. It's when my son died, same thing. It's great fucking here. It's awful. This is so unusual. I'm dying.
I'm
It's
afraid
just
something
like,
happened to
this
her.
is not normal.
Yeah, this isn't her.
All right, so
I'm gonna wait for the.
Okay, I'll wait for that.
okay,
Another one.
yeah, 50 to 74. If you can make contact with a
You needed anything?
yeah, if I can talk to you real quick.
Yeah, he's getting some information from her, and then he's going to check one of the trails. Down.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to my supervisor real quick. I'll be right back to continue our conversation. He's gonna help start circulating the area you told me about. So just give me just a second, and I also want to contact St. Anne's and see maybe if she's over there. Okay, give me just a second, sir. Thank you. I'm gonna check the hospital. Can you show me her vehicle? Is it better to go inside or this way? We're checking the hospitals now. So, do you remember if the door was locked?
The house?
Mm-hmm.
I would be guessing.
Or did she?
Yes, our doors are always locked. We usually leave this way.
Okay.
Garage door, so usually all the doors are locked. She keeps her keys in the car.
Alright, so her keys are in the car.
Yeah. She's really small. She's 100 pounds, probably 5'2", so this thing's way up.
Okay.
I checked the trunk. I don't know. I want to.
Oh, no. I understand, buddy. I do.
I had the worst case scenario in my head. Maybe she did something to herself. So I started
Do you have
looking
any
around.
reason why? That's what I'm, you know what I mean?
I would hate to even think about something.
Okay,
like that.
okay.
I mean,
Because we're trying to put a timeline together, and that's typically the hardest thing for us to do. Because you last saw her, you guys went to bed.
Right.
Then you separated from her when you went in the other room. So there's she has a huge head start on us to try to figure out where she could be. We just called the hospital now. They're checking.
the bed being made I would probably mean that she left this morning.
Right. So then I will wonder, how did she leave? Did she leave through the garage door, or did she leave through the front door?
She would
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need anything?
Uh,
They're gonna go search the path.
If you want to go search where we're not, that would be a huge help.
Okay.
Any more help with that can help. Be beneficial. It really could.
Do you know what she does? Have you ever been on that walk?
Well, we went on Friday. We went around the bike path opening, and then we went down on the
side.
grassy side,
Right.
and then just looked for,
But she didn't
20
take you to it's hard to, I don't even know what road it is. It was just one circle you guys did though. You didn't go veer off and go somewhere else. 'Cause there's another park that's on a street up there that Lowe's or a Home Depot. If she went for a walk, she would have come home.
How intoxicated do you think she was when y'all got home?
We were fine. We weren't hammered.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Did she?
She does get drunk, but she wasn't. I've seen her way worse. She wasn't slurring and she wasn't
slurring.
stumbling.
Were you
I've
more
seen her
intoxicated than she was yesterday?
No.
You don't think so? Okay.
I got them checking local hospital.
All right. Thanks, Walt.
They're going to check north and south on that trail. I'm going to get a hold of someone from
Okay.
If something happened and she didn't have her ID on her.
But
But
you have any medical conditions?
You said a little bit of anxiety, but she
Yes.
doesn't take the medicine every day.
No, she's really.
Is that medicine here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can you find it for me? I'd really like to know what kind it is.
It takes it for sleep. She's finding it hard to fall asleep at night.
Okay.
She's split in half.
Does she see a doctor or counselor or
I
anything?
her that part of her life. I don't know any of her doctors. She does. Obviously, someone prescribes it for her. but
Right.
I don't know who it would be.
Okay.
How long have you guys been together?
I met her. This is a tough one. 4 years ago, I think, and then I moved away, and I came back. I think 2 years ago. It was 2 Augusts ago, and got married. So I've been out here. It'll be 2 years, I think, this summer.
Okay.
And there was a period a year before that I was out here for a couple years. That's when I met her.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'm kind of new to the area.
How long you been best friends with her?
3 years maybe. Something like that.
Were you best friends with her before they were together?
No,
Okay.
We met at the pool. I own a condo that I rent on the other side here, and we met at the pool.
Okay.
And last year we went to Belize together, and
So pretty close.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She considers you her best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty close.
Have you ever known her to want to harm herself or?
No.
No, not at all. You never saw any signs, never conversations that kind of make you go, huh? Nothing like that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not her. That's why this is so odd. this is just, I'm just thinking, now, she did have a pin removed out of her ankle last year, and I think her ankle's okay now, Matt, isn't it? She doesn't seem to
Fully
have any
recovered.
issues, but I just, yeah, this is just
She's
not like
the
her.
straightest, squarest person I've ever met. She does everything. She's taught me a lot just since I've moved with her.
Yeah, the house
She's
is like
real
this box.
meticulous, and this is uncharacteristic. She would never go somewhere and not tell you where she was going, ever. It just wouldn't happen.
Okay.
I mean, I lasted as long as I could today, just being like, she's going to show up, whatever. She's foraging, she went for a walk, she took a trip, car's here, maybe someone picked her up, which I don't think has ever happened. I've never had, I don't think a
Well,
friend
she
come
would have
pick her
taken
up.
her phone. I mean, that's really unusual. And she would have told you that she's going somewhere, or had her friend text you. I mean, this
And
is just not normal.
what was that name of that place you said you guys were at?
We went to Chipotle? No, not Chipotle. What's the Greek place?
Oh, the Greek Cobley.
Cobley?
Oh, I mean the place where you said it was almost 2 hours away or something like that.
Oh yeah, I could. There's a spring there where you can collect spring water.
Okay.
Out of these pipes. It's a town. It's on. I can.
You can show me that? Okay. He's over here. Thank you. Did you get a hold of any friends or anyone?
Yeah, I got a hold of her sister, and she's calling.
Her
people.
sister? Where's her sister live?
Out Maryland, outside DC.
So far away.
Yeah, but she knows her friends via Facebook.
Okay,
She
cool.
thought it would be bad. I thought it would be bad. I don't want to call her friends and like just make everybody worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, calling people just seems to be like everybody's just gonna be freaked out. I do have one more phone call to make. I have a cousin that lives over just down the road, over here.
Okay.
They wouldn't allow her not to call me. You know what I mean? I have a father that lives in Worthington. I just called him. There's no way that they would just let her do this.
Right.
You know, get a hold of me. So it just seems odd to call everybody. I don't know.
Is there any other place she likes to go to?
Yeah, she's got not without her car.
Not without her car. Okay.
She walks. She goes to like if there's a path or a place to walk, she's
Mhm.
walking it. I've only been here for a couple of years, so I'm names
Okay.
of places.
Where are you from?
Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. And I also noticed, are you guys legally married? Okay. I just noticed the last names were different. No, that's okay. I was just curious. You did ask about the card, and I wanted to give that to you before I forgot. That's all my information on the front. That's the report number on the back. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is get with radio, and we're going to send out we have a large law enforcement database, and I'm trying to make this as easy to understand as possible. This law enforcement database goes to every police department in the state of Ohio. I'm going to attach a note to her OL. Says, hey, if you come in contact with this person, we need to make contact with her. Get with us.
Description?
Oh, we have everything. We have, yes, sir. We have everything. So that's the next step, and as well as the report.
What do I do?
You just keep doing what you've been doing. You're trying to get in touch with as many people as possible.
So just keep getting all of your phone.
Yeah. Because at this point now, you got to call as many people as you can. Because now we're at the point, it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Now, for someone to be gone that long,
How long have you been doing this?
about 7 years.
You ever missing people before? Cases before?
Oh yeah.
This happens?
Mhm.
And I'm going to say that most people turn up.
Mhm. Most people, it's really weird. Most people will disappear, do the same thing, leave all their stuff, and they just need a break. They just go somewhere. You don't hear from them for a few days, and then we'll get information. Hey, I just needed a break. It is more common.
What do? They just like walk somewhere? Or
Well, most of the time they drive. You know, most of the time they get in their car and they just go. But yeah, it's honest to goodness, it's not uncommon for people to do that. So if you guys went out and had a wonderful time, you know, sounds like you guys are happily married. You didn't notice anything out of the ordinary with their moods or anything like that. I don't have any more information. You know, I mean, if only information we're gonna get is gonna come strictly from you now. So we can check.
I don't want to screw things up.
What do you mean?
I'm really bad with time and dates, and I'm just not good at that shit. I just don't want to like give you wrong information.
You know, I don't. It doesn't sound like you could.
I don't know. I screw things up a lot.
No, you know, you were with her yesterday. We just don't know if she left last night or this morning. That's the only thing we don't know. You know, we don't know how much of a head start she has. Is there all the bikes in there? Did she take a bike?
The bikes are there.
Okay, all the bikes are there? Okay.
It's literally like she vanished. And it's just not her, man.
Or someone came and picked her up.
If someone came and picked her up, you would think it would be on.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm not into. I don't know. I'm so much shit's running through my head right now. Dude.
Right.
Let me show you one thing. And
Okay.
It's just because I'm crazy.
No, show me.
This thing here, and I don't know. This thing here doesn't belong here.
What do you mean it doesn't belong here?
Then came a small but strange observation. Matheau pointed out a rope sitting on a storage box in the home. He noted it was usually hanging in a specific spot, not where it currently lay. To him, this was unusual. At the time, it seemed like an odd comment, one of those passing remarks that might just be habit.
Doesn't belong here.
Doesn't belong. That's where it belongs. Right there. I've never seen it. I just noticed it. Someone took it and put it there.
Now, can she reach that? Because she's very short.
I don't know. I would hate to think, I don't know, man. It's just weird that it's here. And I don't know if there was more than one thing on here. We inherited this house from her mother.
Right.
These are all her mother's stuff. I
Okay.
don't really know too much about it. Why is this here?
And her mom passed away?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of a car crash, correct? Okay.
I don't. All I know is this is. We went to that spring and filled up bottles yesterday. This is the spring water.
That's the spring water.
When I got home,
Your phone's ringing.
I just brought it home and put it there. And a lot of people get things wrong. You know what I mean? Don't they? They just get things wrong. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I'm positive that this was here and it wasn't there.
Because you guys put the thing
this
there.
Here yesterday. I collected 3 bottles. I put them in the fridge to keep them cold. We kept the rest out here. And that's all. Maybe at some point she took it and put it there for some weird reason. Maybe. But I'm just telling you that this was not. She wouldn't do that because she puts everything right back to where it's supposed to be. Everything here is just methodic. This being here is weird. She wouldn't even like that. But I didn't have anywhere to put it, so I just put it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's super methodical. She's like, look, everything's like in its place. The tools are all perfect.
So all this was like this when you got here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, her mother gave it. I mean, I have a few things. I have a toolbox. And
Right, but this is her lifestyle. This is her.
Yeah.
Everything has a place.
yes. That's how methodical she is about everything. These are the shoes she was wearing last night. You know,
When y'all went out to
Yes.
celebrate her birthday?
That's right. And for these not to be like this, to me means that there were shoes here. You know what I mean?
I know what you
I'm
mean.
going out. I mean,
No, you're making sense. You're making perfect sense.
there were shoes probably here that she's wearing. And I'm guessing that there were sneakers like this. Those were definitely the shoes she wore last night. Why she left them out here last night? She's walking around. She doesn't want to attract track stuff in. Usually she would take them and bring them somewhere. She wouldn't leave them there. Just very, very odd, and that is super odd. That thing. I don't want to like inundate you with all this information. These are herbs.
What kind of herb? Like cooking herbs, or
yeah?
Okay.
You dry them. They're wild forageables. They're called. They're weeds that they don't spray with lawn be gone.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And what you do is you dry them out, and then you use them in soups. You make teas out of them.
Okay.
I know it's kind of strange.
I noticed her purse. What about credit cards?
Yeah.
Does she? I noticed that.
After finishing the report and collecting details, officers left the house. Emily's disappearance quickly turned into a citywide concern. Search teams combed nearby parks and wooded areas. Helicopters and drones scanned the surrounding greenbelt. Volunteers joined hands, forming human chains to cover every trail. There was no activity on Emily's phone, no unusual bank withdrawals, no travel records. The story drew media attention, but leads dried up. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Her husband told others she must have walked off in distress, perhaps overwhelmed by life. Friends and family didn't buy it. Emily was responsible. She wouldn't just disappear. Still, there was no proof of anything else until the leaves began to fall. In September 2020, a tip came in through 911. The caller provided coordinates to a wooded area near County Line Road, just minutes from Emily's home, a spot that had been searched earlier in the investigation. When officers arrived, they began clearing brush just off a walking trail. Then they saw it. Hanging from a low tree branch was a badly decomposed body, suspended by a USB cord. The body was partially collapsed, covered in vines and leaves, and tucked away just enough to be hidden from plain view. It was clear the remains had been there for some time. Police sealed off the area. Officers stood in silence as they waited for the detective and the coroner.
Step out here to me, please. Okay, step out here to me, please.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Straight ahead. All right, back out. Hey! Hey! Get them out of here. Set up crime scene tape. Yep.
I'm gonna try and crush this down a little bit.
Stay right back here.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Don't crush nothing.
Okay.
Come right here and stay. Up firm. How big do you want the perimeter? We need this whole woods, man. All right. I'll get information from the witnesses. Hey, Dickinson. Hey. Do we want to get a car over to that house? Yep. It's This is. She's been there a long time.
Yeah. What was it? May? May was when she was.
It's in there. Dude, look how it's decayed and everything.
Okay. Who, sorry, I just missed a step.
CI.
Well, yeah, I was thinking who can we get to get a plane car to go over there?
34 to 522. You still in the area? Yeah, lock it down. Lock this woods down for now. Make it as big as we can.
I was going to say fire doesn't need to run it in.
46, you can let my fire units do. They don't need to run it in. Just have a battalion chief come down. So.
All right, you guys stay here.
Yep.
message.
Watch where you're stepping just in
There's
case.
some soft spots.
Well, no, for
The
evidence.
only way in and out is right up through here for now.
Yeah. Yep.
No one else comes down here but you two.
Do we want to mark it?
Huh?
Mark
No,
it.
No one else is coming down
Yeah,
here.
we'll get it. So, something like this.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw it. See this? See this gray bag? That's somebody that just came down here.
Okay.
I think that's our caller that pointed us down here
Okay.
to the other two people. So that's part of the crime scene. Nothing comes into it, nothing comes out.
Okay.
They're going to work on setting up a perimeter.
Hey, Chief. Don't come down here yet.
We're not.
Grab Dickinson and ask him if he wants a code 1 time. It's very prevalent. Officially, I'm officially just leave him out. It is what it is. No, I understand. I don't want anybody else down in there. I got you. Unless you want me to escort him in.
So the big thing now is setting up a
Set a
perimeter.
perimeter.
You know who this likely is,
Yes.
and getting a car over to that house.
To tell them.
Hey, Dickinson. What? Make sure those people aren't texting this out to anyone. Hey, Josh, grab their phones for right now. I'm sorry? Grab their phones for right now. Do you guys take pictures or anything? Alright, grab their phones for right now.
Because we need to find out. Because the second this gets out, something's going to happen over there.
Yep.
So,
Yo, 6, I'm gonna need some more tape. Can you check back there, see if that
shit. And especially putting this stuff up.
Do we need to close down?
What do you think about closing this? Because we're going to get media out here, and the word's going to get... Yeah, I'm just giving you ideas.
Yeah. That makes sense. Wow.
So, how far in did you guys get?
I think we got to about right up in there.
Okay.
I couldn't even tell at first. And then
What's wrong?
I got the stickies all over me and I just brushed my hand on it.
So, we need to be cognizant of any... Basically, from this point, and even coming into something like this, you need to be cognizant of footprints, clothing, even trash like that.
Yeah.
So,
Because I came in on this log. I saw that you guys were coming in over there and I saw
yeah,
the
I
log
came in
right here.
behind you. It's
Hey,
kind of,
Figure.
yeah.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna send the head medic down. He's just gonna come down
I'll-
and get a visual.
Hollyfield will escort him.
Okay. Get a visual and he's coming back up. I have his time, he's coming down. Okay. For the crime scene log. Yeah, he's coming up to show you what's happening. Yep. Just tell me which way you want me to go. Right here?
Come straight through here.
Okay.
I'll walk straight down here. Or I
Just
walk.
pay attention to where you're stepping.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll follow up, stay right with him, right
Gotcha.
behind.
Up. Looks like there's.
Can you see it from where you're at?
Yeah. It's a female.
Westerville
For sure
Fire
it's a
Engine
female.
112.
We haven't been that close, and we're not
Okay.
going that close
Okay.
yet, just because we don't know what evidence we may have up there.
Okay, sounds good.
So,
Okay. Medic 113 West. Let's have a code 1 time, please. Here's your code 1 time, guys. Alright, guys.
And do me a favor, not that it goes without saying, don't disclose any details of what you've seen.
Absolutely not.
Just because.
Absolutely not. The only reason I'm down here is because the coroner is going to send a subpoena, and if we don't have something, then our admin goes.
Right. What's your last name?
So Rhodes, R-H-O-D-E-S.
And you're on 113?
Medic 113. Okay. Medic in charge.
That way, just because I don't want to. I know what the assumption's going to be.
Right.
So.
Absolutely. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
What was the incident number again?
It's their fire. We aren't leaving because we don't have a good way to secure this area.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
We kind of just have to hang out here until somebody relieves us or we go back up there, one of us. But for now, we're basically stuck here. So. Okay. If you want to escort.
And I would wait for one of you guys to escort me back up.
Yep. And we do that because that's crime scene integrity. Yep. So medics, doctors, coroners are the only people that are able to declare a death, even though that's apparent to us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I coordinated with Dickinson and say, do we still want to do that? And officially they got to have a time. So.
Yep. Okay. I'll escort you back up.
I will follow you.
So this is really sensitive. You've heard the things I'm asking. If this is likely our victim or missing, we've got to worry about what's happening over there.
At the
suspect's house.
Okay.
That's why I said all the women that were down here, they all get detained.
Yep.
Because we don't know what we got yet.
Yep.
So the problem is we need to shut this road down.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to be taking pictures.
Yeah. So you say just call them third shift?
All of them? I need you.
Can we get city out here to block?
I mean, you could. Just put
a
barricades
couple,
up and put a cruiser on each end. Yeah.
Can I make that suggestion to 34?
I already told him it's in his mind, so.
Okay.
Good.
Yep, right there.
Good, that's what we want to look past right there. That way we can let PCI do whatever they want to do in there, but...
I don't know if they can see or not. People back there. Didn't really notice much on the ground. Like
there's a
food container.
Noodles there.
The other thing is, you notice this is the only lit area. If you're looking through here, that light bleeds through right here, where the light is.
If he turns that off, it shines like just right on there, about 8 o'clock.
Oh, here with you? At my desk. All right. The very beginning of binder 3. Hey, are you still?
Get a little light real quick.
3447.
Justin, I would say let's not fire it up yet.
That's fine. This one's an electric one. It's nice and easy.
47. 3474.
News media is here for when you guys go upstairs or up top.
Okay. Is Krista coming in?
I don't know.
Am I on one?
740 marking.
What channel are you on? Can we try to confirm where these car keys are? No, I didn't look in the car key. Is that skull in the front or blonde hair?
74 to 34. It says that the keys they may not be down there. They could be in the bag.
Due to the level of decomposition, there was no immediate way to identify the remains. No wallet, no ID, no jewelry. But when the remains were sent to the coroner's office, dental records confirmed the truth. It was Emily Noble, the woman whose name had been printed on flyers, whose disappearance had gripped the community, whose last known moments were spent celebrating her birthday, was now the center of a death investigation. Emily's hyoid bone was fractured, a classic sign of manual strangulation. Her nasal bones were broken. There were blunt force injuries to her face, injuries unlikely to have occurred from suicide alone. The USB cord found around her neck was tied in a way that suggested staging. The coroner listed the manner of death as unspecified homicidal violence. But the lack of hard evidence, no eyewitnesses, no DNA, no cameras, made the case extremely difficult to build. In June 2021, police returned to the Moore residence. Matheau was found sitting in his car outside the home. Officers approached. He was arrested and charged with murder and felonious assault.
Hands over your feet!
You see him good?
His elbow, I can see him good.
Coming up on the left.
Look. Matt! Use your left hand and unlock the door! Only your left hand! Put your hands back on your head! Do not move!
Yes, sir. Ready for it? Stick both your hands out this way, Matt. Both of them straight. Seatbelts on. Seatbelts on.
That's just listen to what you're being told.
All right. Take that and undo your seatbelt. All right.
I got contact and cover when he pulls them off.
All right. Keep your hands right where they're at. All right.
Coming off.
You got anything on you at all?
No.
All right. Step straight out here. We're going to work. Come on. Step straight. Is your car in park?
It's been parked.
All right. Step on out, man.
It moved. Good guys.
All right. We're gonna walk over here towards the grass. All right.
Stepping
Palms
in,
together like
reverse
the
the car.
crowd. Here, let's get that patrol car up here.
Can you come this way?
Yeah, we got it.
Hey, we still got to hit the trunk.
Yep.
Hey, let's move some of these cars out of the way so we can get everybody out of here.
You ready to watch that trunk?
Coming up on the roof. Yep.
It's not popping.
We have a floor latch on the driver's side.
Nah, nothing.
Swipe this way, bend, that's it. Good? I back out.
The prosecution claimed Matheau had killed Emily at home and staged her death in the woods. They pointed to the fractured hyoid, the facial trauma. The defense pushed back hard, saying there was no forensic evidence linking him to the crime. They argued the injuries could be from decomposition or accidental trauma. They suggested Emily had died by suicide. The jury had a difficult job. There was no smoking gun, no direct proof. And in the American justice system, reasonable doubt means freedom. In September 2022, the jury returned with a verdict. No one else was ever charged, and while Anne's body was found, her story remains unresolved. Was it murder or suicide? Was it a tragic loss or a carefully staged act of violence? No one knows for sure. For Emily's friends and family, closure remains elusive. Her final moments are sealed in silence, hidden in the shadows of the woods beneath the branches of a tree just minutes from her home. Sometimes the evidence speaks loudly. Sometimes it whispers, then disappears. This case left behind both silence and suspicion.